Hi, I'm Rick Funk from Funk's Toyota. Our family has been in the automotive business for over 45 years. That's 45 plus years of looking after customers. We have a top worldwide recognized product that we are proud to be a partner with Toyota Canada. Every new and used vehicle is negotiable when it comes to purchasing your vehicle here at Funk's Toyota. Our staff of many years is very knowledgeable and will help you, not force you with your buying decision. There are no hidden fees and no pressure tactics. Not only that, we promise what we deliver and have one of the best used vehicle warranties in the business. Our staff love to serve and you will feel like family after your first visit. We are not perfect, but we love to please here at Funk's Toyota. For those of you that have experienced our Funk's Toyota family way, please share it with others and like us and share us on Facebook. We are proud to be a sponsor of the Manitoba Amateur Sports. Visit us online at www.funks.toyota.ca.
At Super 8 Winnipeg West, we have your comfort in mind, with free Wi-Fi and free daily Superstart breakfast. We also have guest laundry facilities, a state-of-the-art fitness center, and a jetted hot tub. Sleep well in a spacious guest room equipped with plush new bedding, a 50-inch flat-screen HD TV, microwave, mini refrigerator, and Keurig coffee maker. Or book a suite with a kitchen, ideal for extended stays. Super 8 Winnipeg West, located just inside the perimeter on Portage Avenue.
Welcome back here inside Fort Williams First Nations Arena in Thunder Bay, Ontario, between the Notre Dame Hounds and the Kenora Thistles. 4-0 in favor of the Hounds after the opening frame. Quick scoring summary. Initial goal was scored by Stevenson. Was assisted by Zach Plusinski and Cody Leonard. They would double up that lead as Plusinski scored on the power play, assisted by Riker Evans and Colson Wolford. Then Riker Evans would add another one to that lead, make it 3-0 for the Hounds, assisted by Colson Wolford. Once again, 2 points for Riker Evans and 2 points for Colson Wolford after that goal. Once again on the power play, 4-0 would be the final after the opening 20 minutes as Luke Malimic would pick up a marker, assisted by Cordell Larson. What did you see? We've mentioned Quinn Schmeiman, Brad Morrissey, Luke Malimic, all the players with commitments who were drafted inside the CHL. What have you seen from the Notre Dame Hounds? 4-0 after the first.
I think the one player that we got to give a little bit more credit to here is Riker Evans. Riker Evans hasn't been the most physical player. He hasn't necessarily been on the puck all the time, but when he has been on the puck, he has been very successful so far. He's set up the second goal. He got the goal on the third. So for Evans right now and the Notre Dame Hounds, he's one of those players that's just adding that extra little bit that they need to kind of keep this momentum going.
Well, it's 4-0 for the Hounds, as we expected. The powerhouse team coming into this tournament, sweeping the playoffs with 9 straight games and 0 losses. Kenora's going to have to try to get something. What happened in that dressing room, in your mind, to try to hype up this team with 40 minutes remaining?
I think the message from Coach Doug Novak has to be go back to the first 2 or 3 minutes of the hockey game. The Kenora Thistles had the greatest chance, their best chance of the period, on their first shot of the game. Came in hard down the right-hand side, took the shot, had a guy charging to the net. West just couldn't get the rebound, but they had Randazzo down. They had an opportunity to make a play on that opportunity. So go back to that. You skated well early on. The Notre Dame Hounds started skating after that. You have to be able to keep pace.
Oh. Second period faceoff is dropped, and we are on our way here with the Thistles immediately out of the faceoff circle with Dylan Windsor. He gets stripped off the puck by Winslow, and on the icing's going to be the call here. No, that's waved off by the linesman as it's inside the Notre Dame Hounds, and immediately you see some speed and some physicality being brought out by the Kenora Thistles. Puck is slammed down. Colson Wolford trying to take that around the net of Hatfield. Protecting the puck, just swings that back along the boards in the far side. Hackle now bounces off his stick. It's picked up by Wolford, played back to the D for Schmeiman, and chipped up back ahead for Wolford. Wolford's going to send this one in to the Thistle zone, and on the attack go the Notre Dame Hounds. Spinning off a check is the defenseman for the Kenora Thistles. Up ahead for Windsor. Windsor's now going to get righted off the puck, and Quinn Schmeiman with a lot of room is going to carry this up. He's going to drop it up ahead and back across for Schmeiman. Penalty coming up here as soon as Kenora touches the puck, which is now for the Thistles. Power play opportunity brought to you by Murray, Chrysler, and Morden. All those goals, 4 of them to be exact, by the Hounds, were brought to you by Windsor Plywood.
That's a pretty cut and dry call there for the referee down in the corner. The man for the Hounds charging up in front. Just a quick, easy slash right on their hands. Nothing much more that they can do. As again, getting beat by the speed that time is Frank Combe.
2 for 3 on the power play for Murray, Chrysler, and Morden are the Notre Dame Hounds. Face-off coming to the blocker side of Hatfield, pardon me. It's won by the Thistles and pinched along the boards, but immediately intercepted by the Notre Dame Hounds. Shot coming from the slot, kicked aside there by Hatfield. Play ensues inside the Thistles territory as 4 bodies now on the power play helping out for the Hounds to keep that puck in. Ethan Ernst comes with it. Larson now chips ahead for Ernst. And on the setup power play, here are the Hounds. Malimic, rink-wide pass up for Morrissey. Morrissey, rink-wide back for Malimic. Malimic, head up, takes a shot right in the breadbasket there of Hatfield. Covers up, whistle. Minute 29 remaining here in this power play.
Great positioning there by Cooper Hatfield. Nice and high in his crease. Read that one all the way into the chest. No rebounds given up there. I think right now, if you're the Kenora Thistles, you're playing a little bit of a passive box system on your penalty kill. You're not really forcing anything being loose, and that's allowing a lot of passing lanes right now for the Hounds.
Quinn Schmeiman circling off the check there of Dylan Windsor. Drops it down for Malimic and back up to Schmeiman. He touches that over to Morrissey. Throws it into the slot for Ernst. Ernst didn't like the read, so he circles back onto the far side half wall. Drops it up for Morrissey. Morrissey D over to Schmeiman. Backhand pass intended for Malimic. Windsor working on this. Gets the interception. And a one-on-one here. But back hard come the Hounds to strip Dylan Windsor off the puck as Schmeiman goes back behind the net. But a good defensive play on the penalty kill there for Windsor as he still strips the puck now off of Morrissey. The rookie there for the Kenora Thistles. Good play killing off precious time on the power play.
That's especially right now on the penalty kill. You've already given up 2 goals. Windsor skating hard, getting in the way, and giving himself a chance.
Cordell Larson's going to throw this along the backboards. It bounces up for Brad Morrissey. Back to the point. Ethan Ernst is going to walk the line. Throw it back down for Malimic. Malimic walks up top into the high slot on the stick of Ernst and off it and into the far side corner boards. Ernst now trying to set up the cycle on the power play here. 4th opportunity. Shot from the point from Ernst. That's stopped by a body in front. Bounces out into the far side corner boards and cleared away from danger. And now Frank Combs going to chip this off the boards. Has a little bit of room down the right wing. Frank Combs taking it into the high slot. Tries to squeeze off a shot but can't find the trigger. Back the other way comes Stanley Cooley here for the Hounds. Cooley across center ice. Dropping it up for Colson Wolford. Wolford now stops up in the attacking zone. Drops it back up top for Stanley Cooley. Cooley goes to Plasinski and back up top for Plusinski. A shot from the point. C&I sticked away by Hatfield into the far side corner where it's picked up by the Hounds. Back down low for Dufay. Trying to jam it on the short side. But puck bounces off of Hatfield and into the near side corner where it's back on the stick of Jocelyn Dufay. Dufay now drops it down for Wolford. Wolford has 2 points in this game. Is going to walk it up the near side boards. Drop it back down low intended for Stanley Cooley. But it's off a stick of the Thistles. And back the other way comes Shumka who gets righted up along the boards by Wolford. Hounds. Power play is now over back to 5-on-5. Quick shot there from the slot from Cooley. Kicked aside by Hatfield. And now back down on the attack is Jake Dale trying a centering pass intended for Stevenson off his stick. Pardon me, that was Englot, number 6 for the Hounds off his stick and rides onto center ice here where a few physicality picks up between both teams. Dylan Windsor back on the ice is going to chip this into the attacking zone and bump Plusinski. Tried to bump him off the puck, but the big Zach Plusinski is going to walk his way and weave and dangle through a couple bodies. Gets it to just before center ice as this one's going to be icing against the Hounds.
A much better penalty kill that time by the Kenora Thistles. You saw first in
Dylan Windsor?
Dylan Windsor, thank you. I knew it was a W, I just couldn't think of the name. He made a great job here on the near side, puck, knocking the puck away, charging down, forechecking, keeping the play on the other end for a few seconds, and then you saw another opportunity there as it was Frank Combs, tipped it by, tried to get on a rush, a good back check by the Hounds to protect their goaltender.
Yeah, absolutely. Strong penalty kill there. The 4th penalty brought to you by Murray Chrysler in Morden for the Kenora Thistles. Puck is lifted high and out of the zone. This is going to be icing once again against the Hounds. Faceoff comes into Notre Dame end.
And we'll just make one little point there. There's one play in the last stretch after that penalty came to an end. It was a hackle for the Kenora Thistles. The shot was on. The Hounds are going for a change. He's skating back, watching the puck slowly come towards him, waiting for a defenseman to step up. The change happens. They lose possession in the defensive zone.
15:51 remaining in the second period. 4-0 still for the Hounds. All 4 goals scored in the opening frame. Puck bounces off a stick onto the stick of Witherspoon. He tries to throw it towards the front of the net, but Plusinski was there to clear the puck away from danger. He throws it to the captain in Leonard. Leonard just gets it out to center ice where the Thistles are struggling to get it out, so they just retreat into their own zone by Ilott. Ilott now has some room down the right wing boards. He's going to try to take this in, but gets sticked off the puck there nicely by Drew Englot. Englot throws it back down low for Leonard. He shrugs off a check, tips it up ahead for Plusinski, and out on the breakout come the Hounds. A little bit of miscommunication there. They're going to play it back behind the net now for Leonard. 5 minutes done here in the second period. 4-0 for the Notre Dame Hounds. Leonard is going to go rink wide up to Plusinski. He gets to center ice and floats this one into the attacking zone where it's kept by Hatfield and frozen for a whistle.
Again, the best thing that Hatfield can do right now is just try slow down this game. Twice in the last couple minutes, the Hounds pushed the puck all the way down, got called on icing. They're trying to stretch things out on you and keep up the momentum. So slow it down if you're Hatfield. Give your team a chance to change and be able to keep up the pace when you're back into the play.
Faceoffs pushed ahead by Zimmerman, trying to find the loose puck at the side of the net, but it's scooped up by the Thistles, chipped up the glass, and out to center ice. Quinn Schmeiman now retreats into his own zone, brings it back for Winslow and back for Schmeiman. Schmeiman's going to walk this into center ice and across the red line. Now into the attacking zone is Quinn Schmeiman, trying to throw it to the front of the net. That's off the stick there of McDonald, but on it is Ethan Ernst for the Hounds. On the cycle for the Notre Dame Hounds, 4 bodies in the far side corner. Out with it comes Hackle. just swings this around the boards where the Thistles are having trouble getting out of their own zone. And another third opportunity kept in once again by the Hounds. There the Thistles do get it out to center ice on the stick of Winslow, trying to throw it behind his back, but intercepted by Hackle, cleared all the way down. Kenora is going to get a much-needed line change here with 14 minutes left in the second period. A little bit of trouble behind his net from Winslow as he was being pressured by the Kenora Thistles forechecker. Off the stick now of number 5 in David Doucette, one of the affiliated players here on the ice for the Notre Dame Hounds. On the stick of Frank Holmes, shovels it to the front of the net. Rebound opportunity. That's wide of the net as it goes off the skate, of the defenseman for Notre Dame. Back the other way comes Larson. He touches that ahead to Cooley. Cooley now back up for Larson, but a little bit ahead of him and covered by Hatfield.
Kenora right now defensively has been a lot more responsible here in the second period, and they're not letting as many shots get through to their goaltender. They're, again, trying to force things for the Hounds to go outside. The Hounds, though, just continue to run away with it, just using their speed to try to get lanes and taking everything they can.
Face-off blocker side of goaltender in Cooper Hatfield. It's won there cleanly by the Thistles. Chipped off the near side boards, off the stick of Witherspoon and on the stick of Carlson Jourdain. Jourdain is going to throw this into the attacking zone. Out of his net comes Randazzo. As we've seen, very much a stick-handling goaltender coming out of his net more than a few times here in this game to help out the breakout for the Hounds. And that's exactly what's happening as this Stanley Cooley picks it up, leaves it for Malimic. A couple of nice moves, walking to the front of the net, but stripped off the puck nicely there by Ilott. Play ensues as they kept it in. Shot quickly there from Malimic. Hits the side of the net, bounces around, but once again kept in. Malimic now once on it again. Tries to throw it into the high slot for Ernst. That's intercepted by Witherspoon, and back the other way come the Thistles. Intended pass for the streaking number 17 in Ilott was intercepted by the Hounds, and back behind his net is Morrissey as they play a little catch here behind the net of Randazzo, trying to work the breakout, but two forecheckers for the Kenora Thistles pinning up Riker Evans against the far side corner boards for the Thistles. Now four bodies come in, the fifth for the Hounds now helping out. Plusinski. Sorry, that's Cade Nolan trying to throw it up the near side boards for Ernst. Ernst gets it, chips ahead for Morrissey, and an outlet pass intended for Dufay was intercepted there from Hackle, lifted out, hits the rafters, out of play. 12:16 remaining in the second.
Well, that one stops because the players just haven't quite adjusted to the height of this arena. It's kind of a low ceiling here. And that was a nice job by the Thistles. The first time they've had some control here in the second period in the offensive zone. I think right now defensively they're giving the Hounds a little bit too much credit. Yes, they're fast, but you saw a nice takeaway through the slot. Had an open opportunity to start bringing the puck back out. Tried to chip it forward. Got held at the blue line, and the Hounds kept possession.
Face off in the neutral zone, near side. Just outside of the Kenora Thistles. And picked up there by the Thistles. Long lead pass. Was intended for Nathan Kitty. He stripped off the puck by Plusinski. Plusinski now is going to walk in. High slot. Take a shot. Doesn't miss by much. Bounces off the backboards onto the near side blue line here where it's held in momentarily and now out. But quick on the attack is Englot. Englot cycles in the neutral zone. Picks it up. Throws a shot. That misses glove side of the goaltender. Hatfield bounces off again to the backboards. Back up to the point where Plusinski holds that in. Throws it into the open corner. And first on that are the Hounds. Loose puck was picked up and then chipped off the stick by Wolford. Wolford now down on all fours with a Thistle strapped all over him. Play's going to be whistled down as the puck wasn't moving much along those far side half wall.
Getting ridden pretty hard there by Short Reed, and he came in pretty hard. You know, if he had been maybe a little bit closer to the boards or hitting into the boards, there was a penalty potential there, but a good job to keep it clean, drive him down, and get a stoppage here along the far side.
Face off on the blocker side of Cooper Hatfield. It's won by the Hounds. Back up to the point. Quick shot. That's stopped there by Hatfield. Juicy rebound now lying in the slot. And it's finally cleared away by the Thistles and then slammed out by Jared Naniska. But this is going to be icing here against the Thistles. Face off back in Kenora's territory.
Shot comes down and hits Hatfield. He turns aside, but it's too far for him to reach for. So he settles in there, and good job by his defensive pairing as they come in front. They tie up the Hound skaters as they charge in front towards that puck and give them an opportunity to clear it away.
Zimmerman out there to take the face-off against Clendening. Two number 14s, respectively, for each squad as it's won by the Hounds. It's circled around the net from Winslow. Walks up, tries to throw it short side, just above the shoulder of Hatfield, but goes over the net. Hounds still on the cycle here. Zimmerman's going to pick it up behind the net. Stop up, being ridden against the boards by Frank Holm, I believe, for the Hounds. For the Thistles. Play was passed back to Winslow at the point, just a bit behind him. And back to regroup are the Notre Dame Hounds. Quickly on the attack come the Hounds, as there's a big hit on the far side boards there, intercepted by the Thistles. Plays on the goaltender of Randazzo. He's going to leave that for Winslow, who's cycling through his own zone, weaving through a couple opposition players on the forecheck, but a lead pass intended again for Doucette was just out of his reach, icing against the Hounds.
The Hounds are really showing that they're in favor of the physical play that we've seen here so far in the second period. Every time one of their guys is lowering themselves for a big hit, you're hearing a cheer from the bench. And it's just been one of their tools so far that the Hounds have used to really keep the Thistles at bay.
10:41 remaining here in the second period. Face-off, glove side of goaltender Randazzo. It's won there by the Hounds. Lifted out to center ice where it bounces off the stick, picked up by Larson. He takes a step around the defenseman, shoots and scores! And with an absolute laser, blocker side, top corner. And that lead is extended to 5 as it's 5-0 for Notre Dame.
And Larson gets helped out primarily by a defensive play by Bryson McDonald. He's skating back. The puck is loose. He goes to check his man off. Nobody controlled the puck. It skates right through both of them and onto the stick of Larson. He's away free and clear. Gave himself a good opportunity and put it in a great spot.
Face off. That center ice is won by the Hounds. 5-0 now for Notre Dame with 10:23 remaining in the second period. Shumka is going to pick up the loose puck right off a check. Does get knocked off the puck now as the Hounds throw it along the boards onto the near side. Larson, touch pass up to Malimic. Malimic now with some speed, trying to go inside out and does it. He shoots and scores! Luke Malimic, flying through the neutral ice, makes a nifty move around the defenseman and wastes no time putting this one past goaltender in Cooper Hatfield. And just like that, 2 quick ones makes it 6-0 for Notre Dame.
Sometimes you're a teammate, sometimes you're able to do it all yourself, and Malimic does just that on that opportunity. Great speed coming down, gets himself in good position, and again, nice quick shot. Cooper Hatfield can't react in time, and the Hounds have been really focusing on the high side of the net so far, and Hatfield's been unable to stop him.
Face-off is won by the Thistles. Ilot's going to throw this back, and once again out of his net is Randazzo to help out on the breakout for the Hounds. Morrissey's going to chip this ahead for Ernst. Ernst has Morrissey with him. Threading the needle was Ernst, trying to look for Morrissey a little bit ahead of him, but it bounces off the backboards and corralled by the Thistles, allowing them to go D over to Ilot, and now one up and out of the zone as that's off the stick of Shortstreet. But now back on the stick of Morrissey. He goes across to Leonard, the defenseman, and the captain here for the Notre Dame Hounds. Cycles back and passes to Plasinski. Plasinski, a little bit of trouble with the puck, so he plays that to himself off the near side half wall here and out of the zone. Hard on it is Wolford, trying to beat, I believe it was Ilot, to the puck. Wolford now picks it up along the corner boards. Going to throw this back around the net. Thistles going D. Ilot now with the puck. Just going to stop up and take a read. Working on the breakout are the Thistles. 6-0 here for Notre Dame with 9:05 remaining in the second period. Randazzo is going to stop that up. Leonard's going to carry it out and throw it up ahead for Englot. Englot goes up for Stevenson. He's got a little bit of room. Walk the line a bit. Intended to drop for Ilot. That's off the stick, or skate, of Frank Combe. As the Hounds are now on the forecheck. Wolford takes a shot. That's blocked, but falls right on the stick of Englot. Englot now walks up the far side boards, drops it back down for Winslow. Winslow is going to shake off a check, take it around the net of Hatfield, bring it up back top for Schmeiman. Schmeiman takes a shot from the line, and that one stopped there by Cooper Hatfield. 8:32 remaining in the second. It's 6-0 Notre Dame.
We'll give you a look at the 2 goals that were just scored there by the Notre Dame Hounds. It's Riker Evans getting the assist on the goal by Larson. And then 25 seconds later, Evans starts another play. He gets it to Larson. Larson gets it to Milmock. Milmock completing the 3-player movement. 6-0 for the Notre Dame Hounds.
Well, Riker Evans on those 2 quick goals is going to pick up his 3rd and 4th point of the game. Pardon me. Face-off is won. Doucette out in front, looking for Zimmerman, but a nice stick lift there by Witherspoon allowed the Kenora Thistles to avoid having another goal scored and get it out into the Notre Dame zone. Schmeiman now quickly up for Doucette. He takes a big hit there from Witherspoon. Out of his net comes Hatfield to play the puck. First on it are the Thistles as it's sent around the boards for Kitty. Kitty a little bit of trouble with the puck. Throws it in front of the net dangerously. Just covered there for Hatfield. Riker Evans, 41 games throughout the regular season. Had 20 points, 4 goals, 16 assists. And then throughout the playoffs, picked up a lone goal. Didn't have any helpers throughout the 9 games that the Hounds did play in the postseason. But just like that, in this game, 4 points already for number 15 for the Hounds.
He was one of the guys that I kind of wanted to look into at the pregame. You mentioned a strong offensive season. In the postseason, didn't get as offensive as he may have liked, but he has wasted no time getting it going here as we get through the second half here of the second period.
Larson and Cooley doing a little give and go down low in the attacking zone. Back up top for Larson. He's stripped off the puck, but the play does ensue as it's slammed back down onto the near side corner boards now. Good forechecking pressure here for the Hounds. As the Thistles working up the boards for Hackle, he's going to lift this high. It touches the ceiling again, and it's out of play. 7:38 remaining in the second. Riker Evans, a 2016 draft pick of the Regina Pats of the WHL.
If you're a Regina Pats fan, get used to hearing that name.
Yeah, born in Calgary, Alberta is Riker Evans. Last year, it's his first year here with the Hounds. Midget, played minor midget in Alberta last year. Made the move over to Notre Dame, and as you guys see, picks up. There's a shot right off the faceoff, and Malimic, once again, goes roof over Cooper Hatfield's glove. And it's 8-0. That's Malimic's third goal. And if you look at his stats throughout the regular season and playoffs, you aren't surprised one bit as he picks up his third. Had 61 points, including a team-high 32 goals throughout the regular season. Picked up another 16 points in the 9 games in the playoffs. And you can tell that number 21 for the Hounds has amples of skill.
He most certainly does, and that's just a great set play by the Hounds. The face-offs in the offensive zone, you win it, you have a lane, take the shot, and Cooper Hatfield, again, just not able to stop that high shot.
So 7-0 here for the Hounds, and once again, right back on the attack are Notre Dame. Back down low for Morrissey. Morrissey shrugs off the check. Still on the puck on the forecheck is Brad Morrissey for the Hounds. Shrugs off another check there from Ilott. Ilott does strip him of the puck, gets it out, flips it up, takes a hit, gets it inside the zone. Icing's waved off as that lands on the goaltender, Randazzo. He's going to cover up and take a face-off here. I mean, Luke Malimic, it's like he's covered, and then the next second he's open, and the next second it's in the back of the net.
He's a first-team All-Star in the Saskatchewan Midget AAA Hockey League, all the way from Boise, Idaho, and he is showing exactly why he's going to be playing Div 1 hockey with Minnesota Duluth.
Yeah, one of the 4 commitments on the Notre Dame Hounds is Luke Malimic, like you mentioned. Minnesota Duluth. That goal by Malimic, his third goal and the hat-trick goal, assisted by Stanley Cooley, who's going to pick up his first point of the game as the puck is shot all the way down the ice on top of Cooper Hatfield. And frozen for a whistle. 7:01 remaining here in the second. 7-0 for the Hounds.
Well, we're seeing the exact dominance we expected to see out of Notre Dame in this game. Let's give some props here to Kenora Thistles. They're still skating hard. They're trying to get the puck down and chase after it. It just, the back checking right now by Notre Dame has been too much. They're not giving anything up. The moment that a puck lands on a Thistle stick, the defensemen quickly start backing up. And those odd one-man rushes that you've seen so far, they've had an answer for.
Quick shot from Dufay on the top of the circle was shoulder save there for Hatfield. Puck still hemmed inside this Thistle zone as this relentless forecheck for the Hounds, led by Morrissey now, takes a shot from the point. That's off the body of Dufay. Comes into the slot, and out for the Thistles is Shumka. Shumka to center ice, flips it down. Out of his net again is Randazzo, who's going to swing this around the boards onto the far side half wall. Kept in by the Thistles, but Morrissey's on the puck. Drops it down low for Leonard. Heads up, long lead pass. Beautiful pass out to Dufay. He takes a shot that's blockered away by Cooper Hatfield. Morrissey corrals that rebound and throws it back down low behind the net of the Kenora Thistles. Back out comes Naniska with it. He's going to throw this off the boards. Intercepted now from Wolford initially, and then on the stick of Shumka, he's going to carry this out, get to center ice, and go off for a line change are the Thistles. Aaron Randazzo is going to leave this for Schmeiman. Schmeiman's going to play it up for Englot. Englot's going to walk around to 2 of the Thistles players, get to center ice, and get it deep inside Kenora's zone. On it now is Stevenson. He's riding off the check there of, I believe that's McDonald. McDonald may have got a little bit of liberty on Stevenson and taken a penalty. Shot from the point is out of play, but the Notre Dame Hounds are going to go right back to the power play here, as McDonald is going to get a roughing call, I believe, at 5:40 remaining here in the second period.
And he is, and he's just behind the net, and it's got to be heads up play. You know you can't hit a guy in the back. Goes for that opportunity anyway. Man goes down quick again. Power play opportunity for the Notre Dame Hounds, and they're looking to build on that 7-0 lead.
Face off to the blocker side here of Cooper Hatfield. Out comes Stevenson to take it. He has Wolford and Englot with him. Englot's going to scoop up the loose puck, play it back up to the point. And now across for Nolan. Nolan goes back up top, intended for Evans. Evans drops it back for Wolford. Doesn't like the read, so he walks up to the top of the circle. Now fires a shot off. That's off a body. Bouncing in front. They're banging away at it, covered up by Cooper Hatfield. 5:20 remaining here in the second period.
Hatfield making a save there just by being in the right position. Goes down, makes the initial save, stays in his butterfly as the second and third opportunities come. And he's down. He's not giving up anything on the ice, able to finally secure it and get a stoppage.
Out comes Zimmerman to take the faceoff for the Hounds against Witherspoon for the Kenora Thistles. Won by Witherspoon, but immediately three bodies into the corner for the Hounds to strip them of the puck. And on the forecheck, one of them being Jake Dale, back up to the point now for Nolan. Nolan drops it back for Zimmerman, back up for Nolan. And rink wide over for Riker Evans. 4 points in the game for Riker Evans. Trying to spin off the check there of Witherspoon, and does. Back and forth goes Riker Evans. Manages to get it back up to the point for Nolan. Nolan down to the half wall for Zimmerman. Zimmerman into the slot. He was looking for Dale, just a little bit above his stick. And now Thistles get this out of the zone. 1 minute remaining here in the power play.
There's that play name again, Riker Evans. Cutting back 3-4 separate times. Finally gets it through the legs. Sets him a nice pass at the point. And an opportunity in front.
Riker Evans is going to chip this off the near side boards up to the red line where it's intercepted by Caron. He's going to slam this in back on the penalty kill are the Thistles. But killing off time here on this power play, brought to you by Murray Chrysler in Morden.
We are going to get a hooking call here on the Notre Dame Hounds.
14 white as the referee yells out, which means Adam Zimmerman's going to head to the box for hooking 2 minutes, which is going to negate that penalty, the power play. We're going to get some 4-on-4 action here. Luke Malimic has a hat trick. Riker Evans has 4 points. Those goals brought to you by Windsor Plywood. As the faceoff comes, glove side of Aaron Randazzo. He's been perfect so far. Another shot right on Randazzo, seeing that one cleanly, and covers up for a faceoff. 4:16 remaining here in the second.
Feels like a little while since we've said that Kenora's got a shot on, but right out the face-off, a nice clean win right back to Hackle, who's sitting back to the right-hand side there, got a quick shot off. Nice save, and here he goes again.
Hackle gets another shot off from the point, but that one's blocked in front this time, and back the other way comes Malimic, trying to thread the needle, looking for Morrissey as that's off the shin pad there of, I believe, Caron. He's going to get across the red line, send this into the empty corner. On it is Windsor with some speed, but he's tied up there by Leonard, which allows Malimic to play the puck up to Morrissey and back up to Malimic. 3 goals in the night for Malimic. He's going to take this one wide, walk to the front of the net, throw, save Hatfield as Malimic was looking 5-hole, gets the stick down, makes his best save here of the night.
Caron was just slow getting back, turned late, and by that time he was already beat.
Dylan Windsor now picks up the loose puck. He's going to drop it down for Hackle with some room. He tries to squeeze a shot off and close the distance was Quinn Schmeiman. Rebound opportunity for Windsor. That one's blocked in front by Plusinski. All bodies here for Notre Dame getting in front of the traffic areas, stifling the Kenora Thistles in the attacking zone. Puck is flipped out to the blue line, kept in nicely there by Caron. He's going to drop this down for Hackle at the half wall. Hackle with his head up, looking now on the power play. Takes a shot, stopped there by Randazzo. Puck bounces off the backboards and onto the far side where it's hemmed in one more time by the Thistles. And now Plusinski sees the opportunity to get it out once again off the body of the Thistles. And now with Quinn Schmeiman, a little bit of room now on the right wing, long lead pass intended for Larson. He beats out the icing, throws it to the front of the net. That's off the body of Bibeau, almost dangerously into his own net, but it bounces off the back glass out to the red line and slammed in by Winslow. Offside, they're going to have to check up. Stanley Cooley does. And now they can go back on the attack, but Witherspoon is going to carry this out, intercepted by Stanley Cooley at the red line. Helped out by Caron was Witherspoon. Gets it to the blue line of the attacking zone and now briefly in. as Winslow's going to pick this up for the Hounds. Lifted high and deep and all the way down the ice. No icing is there on the penalty kill are the Hounds. Out of his net comes Hatfield to play this one. On the stick now of Ethan Ernst. Ernst just throws this into a open wing where it's picked up by Doucette. Doucette takes a nice bump there from one of the defensemen for the Thistles, where it's dropped back down low. Doucette now, head up, centering pass, looking for Ernst. Ernst takes a shot, that's wide of the net. Bounces around the glass and goes all the way back to the point for Quinn Schmeiman. Schmeiman's going to retreat into his own zone, take it around the net, and with some speed going to carry it out. One-touch pass up ahead to Ernst. Ethan Ernst now with some room down the left wing. Takes a shot. That doesn't miss by much. Blocker side over the net of Cooper Hatfield. Puck bounces off the back glass onto the stick now. Still kept in by the Notre Dame Hounds. Played onto the right wing there, and out the other way come the Kenora Thistles. Thrown down deep in behind the net of Randazzo. Picked up first by Quinn Schmeiman, where he chips it over to Riker Evans. And with four mates with him, Riker Evans going to lead this breakout. Ethan Ernst now, right wing side, drops it up for Doucette. Doucette walks around the defenseman, takes a shot, sticked away there by Hatfield, falls in behind the net. Ethan Ernst tries to throw it back out in front, but a few of his mates took a line change. No one was there, which allows the Thistles to work the breakout and clear the zone. Puck comes to the red line. 1 minute remaining here in the second period. 7-0 for Notre Dame, as Englot is going to streak through the neutral ice, take it on his backhand, one-handed around two defensemen, takes it around the net now of Hatfield. Head up, good play from Englot. He's going to drop it for Evans, who goes D to D over for Cade Nolan. Nolan is going to just throw this back into the far side corner boards where a few bodies are working on it. Wolford, one for the Hounds, being helped out nicely there by Stevenson. Stevenson comes out with the loose puck, brings it back to the point for Evans. Evans walks the line, takes a shot, dangerously close. I believe it was kicked away at the last second by Hatfield. Once again, Stevenson and Wolford. Big bodies down low. Gets the loose puck for the Notre Dame Hounds. Wolford trying to spin off the check there of Kitty, and does. In comes another player for the Thistles to help out. Kitty finds the loose puck, but he's rubbed off against the boards by Englot. Puck comes to the point and finally out now with 10 seconds remaining. Riker Evans takes a bit of a slash. No call as he gets this one more time in the zone. Out of his net comes Hatfield. Just throws it along the near side boards, and that's going to do it here for 40 minutes at the Fort William First Nations Arena. 7-0 for the Hounds. 4-0 after the first. They picked up an additional 3. One from Cordell Larson, the first of the period, assisted by Riker Evans, his third point of the game. Then it was all Luke Malimic as he picks up his second goal of the game, assisted by Larson. Once again, Riker Evans, fourth point of the game for Riker Evans. And Luke Malimic caps off the hat trick, assisted by Stanley Cooley. That is your scoring summary of the second period, and it's 7-0 here for the Notre Dame Hounds after 40 minutes. We knew they were going to be a powerhouse team. We expected them to come in and flex their muscles, and that's just what they did.
That's exactly what they're doing right now. They are not afraid to stretch the puck in any means. They are coming in from the blue line, throwing it all the way across the other blue line, working cross-ice passes, getting down into the zone, and moving the puck back and forth, not afraid to go back up to the point and bring it back across to the other side. And they're really going after the Kenora back check. As a result of that, they haven't been able to keep up.
Well, 7-0 is the total right now after 2 periods of play for the Notre Dame Hounds. Stick with us here as we're going to have an interview from a couple of the Kenora Thistle players right now. Sam Gula, number 22 for the Thistles, and Sam Brunton are going to join us here after a quick commercial break. So Rory McGoran, Will Stryline with you. 7-0 is the score here after 40 minutes. We'll be right back with 2 interviews here from 2 of the star players for the Kenora Thistles here on the Manitoba Sports Network.
Welcome to MB Seeds. I'm Matt and this is B, and we're a family-run business. We've been operating since 2012, and we sell canola, soybeans, corn, wheat, barley, oats, and peas. We also run a cleaning facility on site just south of Low Farm, where we can clean almost anything that you can grow. Come check us out today.
At Super 8 Winnipeg West, we have your comfort in mind with free Wi-Fi and free daily Superstart breakfast. We also have guest laundry facilities, a state-of-the-art fitness center, and a jetted hot tub. Sleep well in a spacious guest room equipped with plush new bedding, a 50-inch flat-screen HD TV, microwave, mini refrigerator, and Keurig coffee maker. Or book a suite with a kitchen, ideal for extended stays. Super 8 Winnipeg West, located just inside the perimeter on Portage Avenue.
Back on the Manitoba Sports Network, it's Will Stryland, and I'm joined by two members of the Kenora Thistle, and Sean Gula and Sam Brunton. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us here in the second period. Having another opportunity to come to the Telus Cup, it's been a while. I think the last time Kenora was in it, it was actually at the Thistle Arena about 3 or 4 years ago. I know it's early on. What has the experience been like so far for the chance to get an opportunity to go to the Nationals?
It's been great. We've just been treated really well here, so... I mean, I'm not even playing the game, and I still feel like a player.
This first game so far has not necessarily worked out in the favor of Kenora for you guys. It's a difficult challenge going into a team like the Notre Dame Hounds. They swept the Saskatchewan Midget AAA Championship. So, what kind of things so far has Coach Doug Novak said to you, the team in the dressing room, as we get ready here for the third period?
Well, basically just saying stick to the game plan and just getting pucks deep and grinding hard. Really just play our game. Body good Northwestern Ontario hockey there. Try to run them off the ice.
Certainly a physical game so far. Was that kind of a game plan that the team had coming into this weekend?
Well, we knew they had a lot of skill, so we had to wear them down a little bit. So we tried to take the body out a little bit, get pucks deep.
And then one of the last thing I want to mention, there's a number of the guys on the team playing their third year here of Midget with the Thistles. Maybe an emotional weekend for you guys, knowing that they might not ever play together again. Those last opportunities to be together as a team. How much does that mean to the program here as we work our way through the weekend?
Well, it just means a lot. Make some new friends and guys you can talk forever and you just bond with them. It's pretty good.
I got Sean Gula and Sam Brunton of the Kenora AAA Midget Thistles. Are down here 7-0 against the Notre Dame Hounds, but they got two more games still this weekend against Thunder Bay and against the Winnipeg Wild, who you've had many of opportunity to face over the years. They'll head back to the dressing room. We'll head back for the third period here, on the Manitoba Sports Network. Thanks, Sean. Best luck the rest of the way.
At Super 8 Winnipeg West, we have your comfort in mind with free Wi-Fi and free daily Superstart breakfast. We also have guest laundry facilities, a state-of-the-art fitness center, and a jetted hot tub. Sleep well in a spacious guest room equipped with plush new bedding, a 50-inch flat-screen HD TV, microwave, mini refrigerator, and Keurig coffee maker. Or book a suite with a kitchen, ideal for extended stays. Super 8, Winnipeg West, located just inside the perimeter on Portage Avenue.
Hi, I'm Cassandra Curie with Farm Fitness. We're located in Ile-des-Chênes, Manitoba. We do everything from personal training, group training classes, yoga and flexible steel. We also focus on young athletes. We do not only just the strength and conditioning, but the agility, power, rotational control and strength, and flexibility, stability, and mobility is always super important. You can find us at farmfitness.ca and come check us out.
Are you looking for a career in the salon industry? Check out Aveda Institute Winnipeg in the Exchange. What sets us apart is our student mentorship program, 95% placement rate after graduation, real-world salon experience, and network of 7,000 salons and spas. You will learn creative cut and coloring, latest trends and techniques, social media marketing, fashion shows, photo shoots, and more. Now accepting applications for 2018, so check us out and book your tour today. Aveda Institute Winnipeg. Hair school the way it should be.
Welcome back inside Fort William First Nations Arena here in Thunder Bay, Ontario for the TELUS Cup West Regionals in a matchup, opening matchup of the West Regionals between the Notre Dame Hounds and Kenora Thistles. Rory McGorn, Will Stryline with you. From second period scoring summary, Cordell Larson assisted by Riker Evans, Luke Malimic by Cordell Larson and Riker Evans and Luke Malimic. The third one of that period, the seventh one of the game, assisted by Stanley Cooley. Will.
Hi. It has been exactly what we expected out of the Notre Dame Hounds. They're fast, they check, they cycle the puck very well. They have kept all the pucks away from Randazzo, and they have the lead as a result. A very well-played game by the Hounds through 40 minutes.
This third period is brought to you by Days in Thunder Bay. 7-0 for the Hounds as they're immediately on the attack with Colson Wolford. Wolford back up to the point for Quinn Schmeiman. Schmeiman back down low for Wolford. He's going to try to spin off the check, drop it back down on the stick of Englot. Englot cycling around a few checks, going to leave it there for Quinn Schmeiman up from the point. Walks into the slot, takes a shot. That stick saved there by Cooper Hatfield and shoveled into the far side corner where four bodies, two from their respectable teams. Drives. Englot is the one, comes out with the puck. Pardon me, that's 16 and Stevenson. And intercepted by the Thistles, lifted all the way down the ice. Witherspoon's going to beat out this. No, he's not. It's no touch icing.
It is no touch icing.
I thought he might have had a step on it.
But a great effort by Witherspoon. If it was, the race to the dot. He probably would have won that one. Just trying to make something happen with a quick stretch play, get the puck out of their own zone. A very good start here again by Notre Dame, controlling the offensive play.
The interviews that you just saw with Will Stryline featuring two of the Kenora Thistles players was brought to you by CM Engrave. A shot from the faceoff dot comes, and just like that, 1 minute into this third period, it's 8-0 for Notre Dame.
We saw it in the second period. We'll see it again here. Just a nice set play. Win the faceoff, have a clean lane, take the shot, and the Notre Dame Hounds, capitalize on that set play again and build on their lead.
Faceoff is won by Notre Dame. Get you that scoring summary of the 8th goal for the Hounds momentarily as the Hounds are right back on the attack. That's led by number 8 and Plusinski. Plusinski's going to leave that for Cooley. Cooley goes back up to the point, but already retreating was Leonard. As it's picked up by Larson. Larson shovels it ahead there for Cooley. It's off his skate, goes onto the near side boards in the neutral zone. Back out from Olimic. He takes a shot. That's stopped there from Hatfield.
Very nice play by Cooper Hatfield again. When he has the opportunity, he sits up nice and high, gets himself in position on top of the crease, closes down on it nice and quickly, swallows that puck up.
Luke Malimic looking for his 4th goal of this game. That one was steered aside by Hatfield. Shot from the point from Nolan. That's off a body and wide. Bounces on the near side. Half wall here where it's scooped up by Riker Evans. Evans takes a shot there from Dylan Windsor, but gets the puck into a soft area where it's picked up by the Thistles. Got to the point. Kept in nicely once again from Nolan, but this time the Thistles do get it out. On the stick now of Nolan. He's going to throw this rink wide. Riker Evans touches it up to Dufay. And Dufay, straddling the blue line, gets it up to Morrissey. Morrissey now with some speed down the left wing is going to take it wide. Takes a shot. That's off the crossbar. That was a laser beam of a snapshot from Brad Morrissey. Hits where the crossbar and the post connect, right on the corner there. The netting still 8-0 here for the Hounds. Big hit there on the near side corner boards in the Hound zone, but carried out by Morrissey. Morrissey is going to throw this up to Ethan Ernst, and trying in the high slot for Dufay, just ahead of him. And off the stick, back come the Thistles. Witherspoon now carries it across neutral ice into the attacking zone for the Kenora Thistles. Witherspoon just drops it in, and on the attack, where it's immediately brought out by the Hounds, led right now by Doucette. Doucette with some speed down the right wing. He's going to throw it into the slot, intended for Zimmerman. That's off his stick and falls onto the near side boards. Still on the attack are the Hounds, and it's kept in there by Winslow. Winslow's going to shovel this down low and picks up the puck is Jake Dale. Dale drops it up for Doucette. Doucette goes to the point for Schmeiman. Schmeiman for Winslow. He's got some room. He takes a shot off the mask there and up and over the net of Cooper Hatfield. Puck played all the way around the board. Schmeiman, first one on it for the Hounds. He gears up some speed and now flies through the neutral zone. Steps around Dylan Windsor. Through a couple more defensemen for the Thistles. Tries to throw it on net, but that's off the body there of Ilott. Ilott now picks up the puck, throws it on the boards. Windsor ties up his man, but it falls on the stick now of Quinn Schmeiman. Schmeiman is going to walk the red line here. Doesn't like to read. Just going to drop this back into his own zone. Leave it at the blue line where it's picked up by Hackle. Now the Thistles throw it along the boards. Back behind the net. First one on that is Shumka. Shumka is going to just drop it back down low. Intended for Hackle. Hackle's trying to shrug off a check. He gets it back out in front. Windsor shovels it to the front of the net, but that's slapped aside there by Quinn Schmeiman. Back up to the point. Held in nicely there from Ilott. Ilott gets it back. Windsor again to the front of the net. Hammering away at it is Shumka. Loose puck. No one can find it. Finally, the Hounds do find it and get it to the point. A whistling shot from the point, I believe, off the shoulder or mask of Dylan Windsor. Looks like he's going to be okay. A little shooken up off him and out of play. Face-off should come out of the Notre Dame zone, and yes, it will.
That was one of the best series of events we've seen so far by the Kenora Thistles. They got the puck low. They cycled back up top. They got the pucks moving to the front of the net, trying to create traffic. If they can keep that up, they may at least be able to break the goose egg currently on their side of the scoreboard.
Leonard's going to go give and go with Plusinski, and now up the wing for Larson. Larson takes a shot right on the crest of Hatfield. He's going to cover up for a faceoff. 15:55 remaining in the third period. 8-0 for Notre Dame. We'd like to thank Gettin' Powered and My Phone, our official communications provider for cell phones, iPads, and more. Contact your authorized Telus dealer today. Right off the face-off circle, there's been 2 goals today scored on a drawn play right off the circle for the Notre Dame Hounds. As play is tied up right on the blue line of the Thistles' end. 3 bodies now for the Hounds are going to hold that in. Cooley, nice drop pass there for Larson. Larson gets tripped up, no call. Gets it to the point for Leonard. A C&I shot from the point, just off a body and goes wide of the net, back up to the point for Plusinski. Plusinski fires one, bounces up in the air off of Hatfield, and then cleared out of the way by the Thistles. Malimic now trying to shake off the check there of Francombe. Malimic does get it down low. Cycling with Jake Dale. Stanley Cooley, gets it in front for Plusinski. He throws it low along the ice. Shot that's just sticked aside there from Hatfield. Back out to the point for Malimic. Larson trying to chip it around Hatfield and does. Cordell Larson picks up his 2nd goal of the game, and it's 9-0 for Notre Dame.
The line with Cooley and Larson doing it again. They got the first goal here in the 3rd period off that nice setup play off the faceoff. This time, a very good job cycling the puck around, keeping it hemmed in the Kenora zone. Finally, an opportunity comes down. Cooper Hatfield was stretched out too far, leaned forward, couldn't close up the 5-hole in time, and another one sneaks underneath him.
Timeout being called here by, I believe, the Kenora Thistles.
Larson was that goal scorer there on this last goal. He may have also been the centerman on the setup by Cooley, or gotten that goal as it went back to a defenseman with that pairing.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the relevance of playing the Jeopardy theme for a timeout.
Makes you think?
I don't know.
There's always questions to be asked and answered, is there not?
I've never heard it before. Ever played during a timeout of a hockey game, but maybe because the Jeopardy theme is 30 seconds long?
Yeah.
It is, and the timeouts are 30 seconds long.
It might be a timeout
thing. Just maxed it with the Jeopardy theme. Okay, fair enough.
Heads up. That's smart thinking.
Yeah. Fort Williams First Nations Arena thought they were throwing a curveball, but made contact. And play resumes in the neutral ice where it's carried out there by Riker Evans. Played on the stick of Eilot. He's going to shrug around the check there of Dufay. Throw D to D up ahead for Jordan. That one just misses the rafters and falls onto the stick of Shortstreet. He takes a big hit there from Brad Morrissey in neutral ice. Clean hit from number 20. And another one laid on Witherspoon. Out comes Riker Evans. Being tied up by his man, but on the trail was Morrissey. Went over to Dufay. Tried a one-timer and fanned on that one. Larson's going to pick up the latest goal. Stanley Cooley's going to pick up the assist. And Luke Malimic's going to get another point in this game, picking up the secondary assist on the goal by Cordell Larson. Play ensues back up to the point for Riker Evans. He gets rubbed out along the boards. Intercepted there by Dylan Windsor. Tries to get up to the point and does get it out as it slips past Jocelyn Dufay. Gets it across to the point where Cade Nolan's up. Head up. Rink-wide pass for Ethan Ernst. Ernst now trying to get around the check of the defenseman here for the Thistles. Good play by Kenora's that's left there for Dylan Windsor. Played off the boards, intended for Shumka. Shumka gets stick lift by Jake Dale. He takes a little bit of a slash there. No call from either referee as Jake Dale comes screaming into the attacking zone. Back to retreat is Shumka. He tries to lift the stick of one of the attacking Notre Dame Hounds. It does get out to the point and out. On the net, first one on it might be a Thistle, as out of his net comes Randazzo to play this one all the way back down into Kenora territory. Now Caron is being stick checked there from Dale. Dale now takes it behind the net of Hatfield, walks up short side, good save there from Hatfield. Rebound chance, another save from Hatfield. Third opportunity for Doucette. He's cycling around, takes it back behind the net, shovels it in front, and once again Cooper Hatfield in position to make the save. 13-10 remaining in the third.
Aiden Shumka was the Kenora Thistle break-in down there on that nice lob all the way down. A heads-up play by Randazzo to come out and play that away just in time before Shumka can get to it. But it could have been a nice odd-man rush as he beat 2 Hounds defensemen back into the defensive zone.
Face-off comes out blocker side of Cooper Hatfield. It's played back onto the point where it's hemmed in by Drew Englot. Englot now is going to walk the line, take a shot. That one misses the net, glove side. And goaltender Matthew Booth has actually come in after the 9th goal. So a goaltending change for the Thistles. Number 29, Matthew Booth comes in for the Thistles to wrap this one up. as there's an injured Kenora Thistle player down. I believe it's number 10, Witherspoon. As he took a high shot, he's holding the back of his head, which you never want to see. Out comes the trainer, David Withers, to tend to his player. 12:48 remaining in this third period. So Matthew Booth is going to come in for Kenora Thistles after the 9th goal scored by Notre Dame. Matthew Booth from Fort Frances, Ontario. Last 2 years he played for the Fort Frances Huskies in high school hockey.
That would be correct.
4-15-2 with a .474 and an .871 save percentage. Does have 2 games played for the Fort Frances Lakers, though, of the Super International Junior Hockey League. So experience up with the bigger men, and also good numbers out there with .355 and a .905.
Yeah, it's absolutely good numbers, and it's nice for those guys. He's one of the few that get that opportunity to be called up for a junior player. As we see, it's actually
Bryson McDonald
coming off the ice. So good to see him back up. He's still showing a bit of pain, but if you're Kenora right now, this game is out of hand. You're not going to win this hockey game. Cooper Hatfield has been under assault. It's an opportunity to get your second guy some game action, let him see some pucks, and let Hatfield kind of reset. You still got 2 more hockey games to play this weekend.
Absolutely. All teams are going to get 3 games, with the top 2 seeded teams after Saturday. We'll play in the finals on Sunday to earn the trip to Sudbury, Ontario, and the representative out of the West, and a chance to capture the elusive Telus Cup. Notre Dame Hounds, in their history, have 2 silvers, 2 bronze, and 2 gold in the Telus Cup tournament. A really prestigious organization are the Notre Dame Hounds, and they're showing that they might be the powerhouse team this year around in these West Regionals, up 9-0 over the Kenora Thistles. There's an interception by Wolford. He walks in, centering pass, shot, they score! Cole Stevenson picks up his second of the game. It's 10-0, now double digits for the Notre Dame Hounds.
And Stevenson was super quick in that transition. That puck came loose just right at the blue line. They turned it back, and before Kenora really knew what was going on, that pass was coming across into the middle, and there was nothing really that Matthew Booth can do. He was holding the post. The puck came across the middle, didn't read it in time, and the wide backside was wide open.
So 2 goals for Stevenson. Wolford picks up his 3rd point of the game. And again, right on the attack are the Hounds. Relentless is this team from Notre Dame. Puck scoots past the captain in Leonard. Out of his net is Randazzo. Perfect on the night is Randazzo for the Hounds. Out comes Larson with it. He's got Cooley with them. Puck falls into the slot there, cleared out, but Klusinski picks it up, throws the puck on net, blocker to side from Matthew Booth. Puck falls into the far side, near side corner boards, where it's scooped up by Luke Malimic. Malimic now being tied up by one of the defensemen for the Thistles, and out comes West with it. West trying to shrug off the check of Larson. Out to help out there is Cooley. Cooley intended drop pass for Larson, where Luke Malimic skates into the open ice and picks up the puck. Malimic shakes off the check, goes down to his knees, gets back up quickly. Puck comes back to the point for Leonard. Can't quite hold that one in, but races back to the loose puck. Nice play on the forecheck there from Shumka, but Leonard's going to ride him out and wait for more mates to help out on the back check. Now Plusinski. He's going to drop this one up ahead for Cooley, and Cooley goes for Malimic. Malimic with some speed. Fakes the shot, now takes it. There's a good kick save. Left pad save from Matthew Booth as it comes back out to Shumka, who just floats this one in. And it's going to be icing here against the Thistles. 10-0 for Notre Dame, 11:03 left in the third.
Here's a question I got if you're a Kenora Thistles fan right now. Where was Shumka in the first 2 periods of this game? In this third period so far, he has twice created opportunity. He had to get Randazzo to come out of his net to play one, and he won that battle there on the far side. He has the speed that's been able to beat the Hounds defenseman here in the third period. That's something that could have been a good momentum builder for the Thistles early on.
Yeah, he has the speed. He has the size, absolutely. Played 3 games last year with the Thistles. First full year for Aiden Shumka of Kenora. Play inside Kenora zone, right in front to Morrissey. Throws a backhand towards the net. Rebound opportunity. Booth makes the save. Back to the point. Now for Nolan. He's got some room. He's going to walk it in. C&I pass there on the stick of Dufay. Can't quite handle the reception as it bounces back to the point. Here for Cade Nolan. Nolan now drops it down low for Dufay. Dufay just pinches it up against the boards momentarily. To help out is Brad Morrissey. He's going to scoop up the puck on the boards and get it back to the point for Riker Evans. Evans throws it back down low, far side for Dufay. Dufay walks up to the top of the circle, tries to fire a shot. Blocked in front, and now cleared all the way down the ice. Icing again against Kenora, 10-18 remaining in the third.
And if you're Kenora right now, you just got to get through this hockey game. Yeah, a 10-0 scoreline is nothing to get excited about by any stretch of the imagination, but you still have Thunder Bay coming up. You still have the Wild coming up. And as you mentioned in the pregame, Roy, they got 6 players who are playing their final weekend of hockey if they don't advance the national final. So enjoy these moments while you can.
Yeah, the Winnipeg Wild didn't lose too many games throughout the regular season. I believe it was 4 to be exact. One of them was the Kenora Thistles, so they know they can hang with the Wild if they put their A game together. So that'll be an interesting matchup, especially since we mentioned the pregame show, they have 9 players that are on their final year of midget hockey. Play ensued, Kenora zone on the breakout, lead pass intended. On the attack is Nathan Kitty. He gets stripped off the puck by Winslow. Winslow squeezes through Frank Combe, feeds it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman shoots. Great save there from Booth. Back the other way come the Thistles. Led ahead by Frank Combe. Frank Combe tries a outside and in move around Cooley. Nothing happening there as Cooley sticks the puck away from Frank Combe. Now Schmeiman. Schmeiman's just going to play this off into the soft spot, into the neutral ice. Puck comes back onto the stick of Quinn Schmeiman. Leaves it up ahead for Zimmerman. Zimmerman now is going to get across center, float it in, and go off for a line change. First one on it is Doucette. Doucette is going to take this around the net of Matthew Booth. Head up, looking for one of his mates who are coming off the bench. Shot quickly there, off the iron, as that one was fired by, I believe, it was Jacob Lugley, who's getting some action here. Number 4 for the Hounds. Another opportunity in front. Rebound chance there for Wolford. Another rebound, and they score. Stevenson again with his third of the game. Second Notre Dame Hound to get his hat trick. Or was that number 6, Englot? They're both on the ice, 16 and 6. It might have been Drew Englot picking up the goal here. Nonetheless, it's 11-0 for the Hounds.
A little bit of an own goal there. A very nice save made there. It pops up. He goes to reach up to knock it back down. And knocks it right back down into the crease, and it's batted in from there. So a very unfortunate play once again for the Thistles.
Faceoff is won by Notre Dame. It's picked up by Wolford. Wolford fires a shot. That one didn't miss the net by much. Puck comes back around where it's knocked down deeper by the Hounds. First one on it is Stevenson. Stevenson's going to leave it back behind the net of Booth, where the Thistles are first one on it, but Leonard picks up the puck and throws that to the front of the net, intercepted by the Thistles and played up ahead. Here comes Shumka. Shumka trying to work around the 2 defensemen. Takes a big hit there from Plusinski, who in turn ends up knocking down his own mate. Plusinski takes out 2. Back to the point. Slap shot there. Right in the bread basket once again for Randazzo. Perfect position. Saw it the whole way. Covers up. Face-off coming with 8:10 remaining in the third.
Update on the goal. You were right on your second assessment there. Englot getting the goal unassisted for the Notre Dame Hounds. And once again, this rush here by the Kenora Thistles being led by Shumka. Races in. He takes a big hit, but it's actually Englot who probably takes the brunt of it as he goes sliding into the boards. You get it back up to the point for Kenora. Great shot. Gets through traffic. Nice save by Randazzo.
Face off to the blocker side of Randazzo, won there by the Hounds, where it's played up the boards, tipped ahead from Malimic. This is going to get out of the reach of Larson and be icing against the Hounds. I believe I got, I just want to, if anyone was listening, I said Jacob Lugley, who's one of the affiliate players for the Kenora Thistles, not on the ice. Teams look very similar, both wearing red and white. 4 was Leonard for the Notre Dame Hounds. Just want to apologize there about that. Lugley not in the lineup for this game for the Thistles. Face-off is won by the Hounds. You got to own your mistakes. You got to own them.
You most certainly do.
Face-off is won by the Hounds. Played up to neutral ice and chipped ahead for Larson onto the stick of Malimic. Tries to fire a shot. Can't quite get it. Riker Evans on the rebound attempt. And he throws a puck. That's off a body onto the near side corner boards where it's played along for Stanley Cooley. Cooley just a little bit ahead of him. Carlson Jourdain's trying to pinch the puck up along the half wall there in his own zone. 2 bodies for the Hounds come on the attack. One being Malimic, the other being Cooley. The third one waiting just outside of the zone is Adam West for the Thistles. The Hounds do pick it up with Nolan. Nolan finds an open Riker Evans. He's going to off his stick into the slot. Great block there in front by, I believe it was number 17 for the Thistles. Back the other way come the Thistles. Witherspoon trying to go through the legs there of Nolan, but on the back check was Larson, who picks up the loose puck. Goes rink wide up for Malimic. Malimic now, dangerous, almost 4 goals. He's got 3 for the Hounds today. Malimic walking up along the far side boards, leaves it down into a soft spot in the corner behind the net of Booth, where it's scooped up by Morrissey. The cycle for these big, fast Hounds is almost flawless here tonight, especially in the second and third period. Dufay now picks up the puck. He's going to be holding this one. There's Morrissey again to pick that one up. Goes rink wide, intended for Winslow. Again, Winslow, great job to hold the line. Walks into the high slot, takes a shot. No, he drops it down low for Dufay. Dufay now smacks this one back deep behind the net of Booth, where it's finally picked up by the Thistles and lifted all the way down the ice. It's going to stop dead where it doesn't have enough for icing, but back behind the net's Quinn Schmeiman. Schmeiman now picks it up. He's going to drop that down for Winslow. Winslow, head up behind his net. Tucked pass up ahead for Dufay. He goes rink wide, intended for Ernst. Ernst does find the loose puck, trying a little toe drag move around the defenseman, gets sticked off the puck. But again, Morrissey again finding the loose puck and creating this cycle for the Hounds. Tried to go down low, looking for Schmeiman, where it's off the skate there of one of the Kenora Thistles and played back onto the near side boards. Picked up there by Kenora, where it's thrown onto the open side. Picked up by Morrissey across center ice, where he carries it in and takes a shot. Great save by Matthew Booth, kicking this into the near side half wall, where it's picked up by Ernst. Ernst now just throws it on to an open wing. Plusinski's first one on it, throws this back down low behind the net of Booth. 2 players there, one being Caron for the Thistles, the other being Jake Dale for the Hounds. Dale comes out with it, gets to the point. Plusinski with a shot, and right there was Booth making the save for the Kenora Thistles.
Pretty impressive offensive play right now by the Hounds. They're working that forecheck and that cycle so well. They're changing 2 guys on the far side of the ice at the same time, and they're able to bring it all the way back and keep it in and get these guys in to keep that cycle going, just really hemming Kenora in their own zone.
5:24 remaining here in the third period. 11-0 for the Notre Dame Hounds. Stanley Cooley is going to spin off the check and get this down deep, where it's scooped up by Zimmerman. Zimmerman trying to shrug off the check there of West. In to help out is Windsor for the Thistles. Intended pass up for Shumka's intercepted by Plusinski, and back the other way comes Doucette. One hand on the stick, trying to shrug off the check. Does get it behind the net, gets it back to the point for Leonard. Leonard goes back to the boards around the net of Booth. West is the first one on it. Drops it up ahead to the point where it's kept in once again by Plusinski. And now Zimmerman gets it back down low. Again, relentless attack by this Notre Dame Hounds. Puck bouncing in the high slot, and the Thistles are able to carry this one out. Just chipped it out to center ice, where it's grabbed by Leonard. Leonard now goes D-to-D over to Plusinski. Plusinski back over Leonard. Leonard, long lead pass, touched ahead over the red line. No icing. They're going to make a full line change here, as Jake Dale was already on the ice after the change. Now Jake Dale does go off. Back the other way come the Thistles, led by Witherspoon. Off the boards and intercepted there by Riker Evans. He just chips that up ahead for Drew Englot. Now 4 bodies, 3 bodies, back to 4, pinching along the near side boards, right in neutral ice. Up come the Hounds with the puck. Cade Nolan over to Riker Evans, back for Nolan. And up comes number 9, Cade Nolan for the Hounds. Trying to go inside and out once again around McDonald. Being shrugged off by McDonald. He stops up behind his net, goes back the other way. Puck squirts out in front, but it's covered up by Booth. 3:49 remaining. 11-0 for the Hounds.
And as this game progresses, Notre Dame just continuing to find lanes that they can skate their way through. Kenora is sitting back a lot defensively. They're skating back, but they're not really taking away any ice from Notre Dame, and Notre Dame has exploited that all game long.
Frank Combs going to take the face-off there against Cole Stevenson. It's won by Frank Combe. McDonald now scoots behind his own net. Intercepted by Wilson. He throws it out in front for Englot, looking for his second goal of the game. That's off a shin pad and bounces outside the zone. Now Winslow takes a big hit there from Kitty, but on it was Wolford. Wolford now trying to shake off the check. Steps around McDonald on the stick of Stevenson. He slap shots that one, and that's kicked away by Matthew Booth. Onto the stick of Nathan Kitty. working hard, moving his feet, grinding into the attacking zone. But once again, on the quick breakout come the Hounds, as immediately played out by Stevenson. Just chips this in as half the line's going to go get a line change there. Nice move by Frank Combe, weaving through the neutral ice, flips it into the attacking zone. Out of his net comes Randazzo one more time. Quinn Schmeiman, good job to sidestep the check there from Witherspoon. Doesn't like the read, still behind his net, waiting for the full line change and the full breakout here for the Hounds. Now does step aside. Just floats this one up, intended for Malimic, a little bit ahead of him. Onto the stick there of Bibeau. And now Quinn Schmeiman picks up the loose puck on the near side corner boards, gets shrugged along the boards. And Malimic back to retreat. Dangerous there as a sliding Shumka collided with Malimic. Both players get up, they're going to be okay, but a penalty is coming up here for high sticking. I believe coming up to Stanley Cooley, is it? No, it's Dylan Windsor of the Kenora Thistles. So a power play opportunity brought to you by Murray Chrysler in Morden for the Notre Dame Hounds. 11-0 at this point with the power play. You just don't want to get into bad habits on your power play, correct?
I think that's been the ultimate goal so far for the Hounds in this third period. You've had control of the game so far. You know you're going to win it. You still got 2 more games to play, a potential championship game to play. Don't let the team ease up and get reckless.
Well, Leonard's got to race back as he's being pressured there from Witherspoon of the Thistles. Does race back, throws it back behind the net for Winslow. Back up, collides with the referee, but Leonard does get it back for Winslow. Back behind the net of Randazzo, and quick comes Morrissey across center ice with some speed, taking it on his backhand down the left wing. Morrissey in front of the net, chips it in front. And a nice chest save there from Kenora Thistle goalie Matthew Booth. I mean, you just see the speed of some of these guys. Morrissey in particular. Malimic is another one. Evans has speed. Schmeiman has speed.
And it hasn't really looked like they're skating all that hard. It's 1 or 2 strides, and they're getting by their defender each and every time. And Kenora just hasn't been able to read it fast enough.
They're big, they're strong, they're fast, and they play very well on the cycle together as a team. It's tough to stop, are the Notre Dame Hounds. 1 minute, 56 seconds remaining in this third period. Winslow corrals the puck back in his own zone, leaves it there for Leonard. Leonard's going to send it up ahead for Doucette. Doucette taking it down the right wing, chips it around the defenseman of the Thistles. Still on the puck is Doucette. Drops it back down for Jake Dale. Pardon me, that's Stevenson, number 16. Back up to the point for Leonard. Leonard over to Winslow. Now back for Dale. Dale back up top for Leonard. Leonard wide open with Winslow. Winslow retrieves the pass. Doesn't like the shot, so he brings it back up to the point for Leonard. Lenzer takes the shot. And that's again once saved by Matthew Booth. Covers up for a whistle with 1:21 remaining.
Those are the good habits we're talking about. They don't have to use their speed on that offensive possession. They just move the puck, make sure that everyone's getting a touch on it, finding that lane, and then they get a clean shot through. Nice, easy save for Booth, but very well thought out, methodical play by the Hounds.
48 seconds remaining on this power play for the Hounds. 1:21 remaining in the game. It's 11-0 for Notre Dame. Back up to the point for Nolan. He takes a shot from the point. That gets through a maze of bodies and blockered away by Booth. Falls on the stick now of Englot. Englot is going to drop up for Stevenson. Cycle is now started. Dropping in front for Englot. Great pad save. Matthew Booth stretches out and absolutely robs Drew Englot. Englot now back on the loose puck. Going to slide this back down low for Stevenson. Doesn't have a lot of heat on it, as that allows one of the Thistles to pinch this along the boards as there's 1 minute remaining. That Thistle being Adam West as he gets the puck and throws this all the way down on the goaltender Randazzo.
Englot changing things up there from behind the goal line. They've been working high all power plays in every game, part of this game. Nice change of pace.
Nolan now drops it for Wolford. Wolford trying to spin off multiple checks here of the Kenora Thistles. Gets it down low where Englot is first on it. Near side. Englot looking for an option. Doesn't have any, so just swings it back down low. 20 seconds remaining here in the third period. Plays back up. Frank Combe just going to drop this for his defenseman where it's kept in one more time for Zimmerman. Zimmerman has the puck. Throws it in front. Opportunity for Zimmerman to bang away at it. Booth is on the puck. No whistle yet. Loose puck into the corner. 4 seconds remaining. And with Shumka on the puck, that's going to do it here between the Hounds and the Thistles. The final 11-0 for Notre Dame Hounds over the Kenora Thistles. And just like that, we knew they were going to be a tough team for anyone to face this weekend. And they proved that they are much, much more than that and could be the favorite to take home the West Regionals.
And I think right now, if you're either Thunder Bay or the Winnipeg Wild, both teams are at the opposite ends of the rink right now watching this third period, and Notre Dame was skating around at free will out there. So maybe that's something now sitting in the back of your mind. These guys can play some hockey. They're here to win. And I think right now, if you're the Winnipeg Wild, you have to come out in this second game and do the exact same thing.
Oh, 3 stars here of the game. Will, who do you want to go with for your third star?
For third star, I think the best option we have right now would be Cordell Larson. He was all over the score sheet. He was getting in on the play early. He was getting in on the play in the middle period. He was getting in on the play in the third period. A great job by him in that hockey game.
2 goals, 1 assist for Cordell Larson, number 12 for the Notre Dame Hounds. Second star, you got to go Riker Evans, picks up 4 points, 3 assists, 1 goal for number 15 of the Notre Dame Hounds. And I don't think there's any question, Luke Malimic with 3 goals and an assist. 4 points for Malimic is going to pick up the first star.
And if it wasn't for Evans setting up Larson, it would have been a natural hat trick for Malimic as well. So a great job by all 3 players for the Notre Dame Hounds.
Both teams are going to go to their respective blue lines, as there should be a Player of the Game award being given out. Notre Dame Hounds go 1-0 here in the West Regionals, picking up a impressive 11-0 win over the Kenora Thistles. 10 now starting at the playoff line, 10 straight wins, swept the playoffs in the Saskatchewan Major AAA Hockey League. Dylan Windsor is going to pick up the Player of the Game for the Kenora Thistles. Was all over the ice using his speed and skill for a rookie in the Manitoba Major AAA Hockey League.
He certainly did everything he could. He had a couple really good out rushes where he showed that he actually has some speed as well and tried to get things going. He just didn't have the back end coming up to help out.
And Cordell Larson, our third star of the game, is going to pick up Player of the Game for the Notre Dame Hounds. 11-0 here on the Manitoba Sports Network on the TELUS Cup West Regionals. Rory McGoran, Will Stryline with you. We'll be right back here with 2 of the players here for the Notre Dame Hounds, so stick with us. Quick commercial break, and we're coming up with an interview from the victorious team. 11-0 the final for Notre Dame over Kenora here on the Manitoba Sports Network. Rory McGoran of the Manitoba Sports Network, joined by team Renwick and Kyle. I'll start with you, Nolan, and Kyle too. I mean, just talk about your team's play season, and then the 9 in all 3 rounds, and then a really emphatic victory here, showing the teams that you very well might be the favorite throughout these TELUS West Regional Finals.
Yeah, I'd just like to say that. You want me to hold it? Sure. Obviously, we had a successful year here, and especially in the playoffs too. They're sweeping all 3 series, and I'm really proud of how we played throughout the season, and we showed that in the first game here today with this big win, and hopefully we can continue it on through the rest here. And I just say we played with a lot of speed, and we're really committed to working hard and playing strong in the defensive zone.
So, Kyle, strong teams coming in here, and one that came out of Manitoba that might be really stiff competition in the Winnipeg Wild. What does your team do successfully that you feel that you might have the advantage, not only over them, but over Thunder Bay and over Kenora?
I think the guys, they're a great group of guys. They're going to come out hard. We always do. We have all year. But what the key with our team is that Hounds have heart. We get down one, we come right back. We take it all the time.
So, Nolan, obviously unable to dress for this one. Shoulder injury you mentioned. How close are you to being back for suiting up for the Hounds?
My plan for I should be back in the lineup tomorrow. We have an unreal training staff. JP, he's our trainer. He does a great job, and he's helped me along this. He's helped me this past week getting back into shape and getting the shoulder ready for action. So hopefully can contribute tomorrow, but from the looks of today, they're doing pretty fine without me too.
And quickly, committed to the University of Maine. What went into that decision, and just what it means for yourself?
Obviously, when we went down to a tournament in Boston, and I got to tour the school and meet the coaching staff. It just seemed like an amazing environment, and obviously they have a successful hockey team there. And I'm looking to go in there, develop as a player, and help contribute to their program. And personally, it's obviously a huge honor, but it also shows me that I also got a lot to work for here too. Like, I got to make sure that when I'm ready to play at University of Maine, that I'm the best hockey player that I can be, and I'm ready to play at that level. So it shows me that I got a lot of work to do.
And Kyle, final question for you. Just watching that game, we were able to notice the ability to cycle and just how well your team excels in that, not only in the attacking zone where you use your size and your speed, but the outlet passes that come out of the defensive zone. Just from your coach's standpoint, how they get you guys so crisp and ready for both ends of the ice.
Yeah, we're a well-rounded group. We listen well in practice. Devin's a great coach. But coming into this year, we had the fundamentals down, and he just fine-tweaked our game, and now we just start to click. And once we click, we're dangerous.
Well, congratulations on the victory tonight. Good luck the rest of the way in these West Regionals here in Thunder Bay. Nolan Renwick, Kyle Botchek, I'm Roy McGoran along the Manitoba Sports Network.